Hello YouTube, my name is Gauntlet and welcome to Phase 2 of Operation Pangaea. This is the phase to create an Atlantic passage, basically a way through the water for my troops and their reinforcements to move safely and land safely. First step was destroying the enemy artillery positions, which I did. My tactical bombers bombed them to death. However, Africa reacted quickly. Mauritania scrambled his fighters, so did French Sudan, which means I'm going to start switching out my tactical bombers for interceptors. And the cool thing is, because I have all my interceptors up here, I can use them very aggressively. So I'll land this one on my carrier, and I'll start patrolling, direct attacking, doing whatever I can to damage their interceptors. And if I lose some interceptors, then I can easily replace them with more interceptors that I already have in the sky. French Sudan has also sent his battleships forward, and that will slow me down because I don't want my convoy to get hit, because although my battleships and other surface ships would absorb some of the damage, it would still do some decent damage to my convoys, so I'll use my rage advantage over French Sudan's battleships to hit them from far away. I expect Mauritania to send this fleet down, which is why I have 8 submarines preparing to receive them. I also ambushed Mauritania's submarines out here, and my raiding force appears to have gone through without being detected, so I'll be landing them shortly. I've continued to bomb French Sudan's artillery pieces, and I'm trying to use my bombers to outmaneuver his level 6 interceptors. By splitting them up, I can force him to have to choose which target he wants to protect. And you may ask, well, why doesn't he direct attack my tactical bombers? That's because if he does, he'll have to go back to Bamako to refuel, and I have another stack ready to direct attack him while he's refueling, if he does decide to do that. I'm also going after his ships. My submarines are going to pin them in place. My naval bombers are going to spot his submarines. My destroyers are going to kill his submarines, while my battleships pound their pinned surface fleets. This 8 will pin this stack. This 4 will pin this stack. And I'm also chasing down this destroyer stack and preparing my defenses against possible rush of French Sudan's submarines and also Angola's submarines. My raiding force is preparing to land. I'm putting my second wave into the water already. My first wave is also nearing the coast. I have my cruiser stacked with it to provide AA cover and also HP, while my battleships chase after the enemy surface fleets. I also switched out one wing of tactical bombers for one wing of interceptors, so this one can provide cover to my tactical bombers and also to my convoys which are landing. French Sudan tried an interesting tactic. He had his submarines go use this fire control method, but he set them on return fire. And this means that as long as they're unspotted, they will not engage my ships, even my submarines which are unaggressive. They will just move by them. And they'll try to get behind my lines and sink my convoys. So, to counter that, you need naval bombers. You need your naval bombers to spot them, and only once naval bombers have them spotted can your destroyers and your submarines attack these submarines which are on return fire. Alright, so Mauritania tried to use this naval bomber to spot submarines that he correctly guessed I'd be trying to use to pin this stack of ships he has. But he overdid it, so I think I was able to force march my submarines closer to his fleet to get away from the patrol radius of the naval bomber, so he would not be able to see them. Therefore, I might be able to catch this huge fleet and this big threat to my invasion by surprise. Alright, my second phase is almost complete. My subs have lined this waterway. My naval bombers have spotted all enemy ships and submarines in the area, and they're all being sunk. The last one is this battleship. It will die soon. I pinned this battleship flotilla, but unfortunately, because Mauritania had it on return fire, my subs had to attack it in order for it to be pinned, which caused my subs to take heavy losses. This used to be a stack of 8, it's down to 2, and I've only been able to kill 3 destroyers so far, and that was with the help of my own destroyers. However, this mess up is one of the few black eyes of the operation. Everything else is going just fine, including my raiding force, which is well protected and should be landing without any trouble. I'm moving up my battleships to concentrate fire on Mauritania's battleships, and I'm exchanging aircraft to keep fresh aircraft and to keep my carriers full of aircraft to continue supporting the invasion, bombing the reinforcements French Sudan is sending in, and also weakening their air force. Things are all set up for phase 3, which is landing the first wave. That concludes this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, leave a like, and I will see you on the battlefield.